It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He is going to find Hill here. Hill shot on the tackle. Touchdown, LA! K.J. Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 3rd down, run. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Run. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jeff Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Run. Looking deep here for Ebro. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. After the turnover, here's Herbert going deep here for Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Now he'll be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Steelers 7.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brought down at the 28-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Run. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last.
It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 79 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run here with McFarland. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Dylan Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At their own.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down. Run. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the Chargers' 40-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Off the play fake. Run. That's caught. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. From the gun, Rudd. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
For the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down. From the gun, Rudd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score, at least where it is.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
8-yard line.
Now Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That one complete to Hill. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. K.J. Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He'll drop this down to Williams. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rudd firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Steelers.
From the gun, Rudd. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Rudd. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Operating from the gun, Rudd. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll run with McFarland. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 68 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Casey Hayward. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
At the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Once more, here's Eckler. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll return it from the 6. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's McFarland. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Jerry Tillery.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking long for Thomas. And got his man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 45 yards. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rudd. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. They're There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And it's third down.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Off play action. Rudd. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.